What's up, everybody? It's Alex from Heavy New York, invading California for Namm 2020. We are here with Sacha of Intronaut. Thank you so much for your time, man.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks.
Yeah, it's so awesome to have you here. Your newest album is Fluid Existential Inversions, which is scheduled to come out back in the spring. You just want to talk about how the making of this record was, and everything been with it thus far.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. It's been almost 5 years since our last record, so we're excited to finally get it out, and yeah, just excited to start playing shows and all that, get the ball rolling again.
Yeah. Being that it was 5 years, it had to have felt like a fresh start, right? It wasn't like you were just creating like a follow-up record or anything like that.
No, I mean, in a lot of ways, it feels like the first record all over again. Just having all that time to write, is really like something you don't get when you're making a record every 2 years. So yeah, I think it was a benefit. In every way, to have all that time to make a sick record,
Absolutely. Well, I've always thought your music is very experimental. You have progressive elements, jazz elements, very heavy elements. I mean, Intronaut's never been too hesitant on trying new things, right? It almost seems like you guys could do pretty much whatever at this point, right?
I guess so, yeah. I've never really thought about it. It's every record, I guess you're coming from a little bit of a different place, but I've never really thought about what we can and can't do, aside from like what my brain wants to do, so.
Yeah. So because do you ever go in like to the studio with like a preconceived idea and how you want an Intronaut song to sound, or does stuff happen like organically and naturally?
Yeah, it's pretty natural. I mean, yeah, I do sort of, it's a little bit of both, I guess. It's like both of those things, like having an idea of what you want, but then kind of just letting what happens, just letting it happen, and then it kind of just becomes has its own mind of its own, I guess, in a way,
Now, being that you have your own guitar company here at Dunable Guitars, being a musician as well, do you have a similar is there a similar element of creativity in designing guitars in your guitar company as you do when you're writing music for Intronaut, or is it a completely separate art altogether?
Yeah, that's a good question. I guess it does scratch the same creative itch in a lot of ways. It's like this. There is an artistic aspect to a design of a guitar. It's like half science, half art, in a way. The science part is making sure that it all works right and plays well and balances right, but artistically, getting to kind of take the same guitar model and change aesthetics on each one is obviously very fun for me, and so in that way, it's that's what makes it addictive, like making music,
Yeah, it seems like both projects are a mad scientist project.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Now, obviously, you have members of High on Fire, Cult of Luna, Power Trip, Spirit Adrift, working with your guitars. So, do you sometimes have to adjust the guitar to do they come to you saying this is how we want a guitar to sound, or do you just
sometimes, but a lot of times the guys are coming because they like the features on these guitars as opposed to what you might be getting from another company. So we don't really make, we don't make something that's not what we normally do for anyone usually, unless it's somebody that I just can't say no to. But no, for the most part, I think they're all coming to us for these guitars because they like what we do design-wise. So.
And the final question I wanted to ask you is, for you as a guitar player, what is in terms of obviously your guitar company, but in terms of amps and all that stuff, what is in your arsenal for Intronaut?
You mean gear-wise? Yeah. I use these Dunable amps. I use Dunable guitars, obviously. I kind of just I sort of pick stuff off, our line, or I build myself a new guitar pretty much every couple months, and then get tired of it and want another one. So I don't know. It's always changing guitar-wise, but I use the Dunable pedals and the Dunable amps and obviously guitars.
But I imagine sometimes you think of an idea out of nowhere and you just have to get to the creative process, whether it's creative.
Exactly. Some of these guitars here are me doing that. It's I just have this idea and I just have to make it, and then I play it and then I I'm on to the next thing already.
They capture a moment.
Yeah, exactly.
So before we go, I want to thank you so much for your time today. Yeah, is there just anything else you'd like to promote? I know you're hitting the road with Cult of Luna. I'll see you March 1st at Gramercy Theater.
Yeah.
Is there just anything else with Intronaut or with Dunable Guitars that you would like to promote?
The album comes out February 28th, and yeah, we're on tour with Cult of Luna and Emma Ruth Rundle from February 21st to March 11th.
Awesome.
And then more dates coming too.
All right, awesome. We'll be seeing you on the road a lot.
Cool. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Everybody, Josh of Intronaut, Fluid Existential Aversions coming out on Metal Blade Records February 28th. This is Alex from Heavy New York. We'll see you next time.